You'd expect a coach to spend a whole episode telling you why you should join my coaching program. I'm going to do the opposite. Today, I'm going to tell you who the Core Build Accelerator System is not for. Because if I've learned anything over the last 30 years of coaching, it's that the fastest way to help the right person is to be honest with the wrong one. So let's talk.
You're listening to the Real Longevity Podcast, your number one podcast resource for living a longer life. Here we discuss topics on personal fitness, longevity, and real lasting elevation of mind, body, and spirit. Join us as we build a community of healthy men and women enjoying lasting levels of real health and vitality. If you're currently feeling frustrated with pain, flat, or fed up with aging faster than you actually are, you're invited to join us each and every week here on the Real Longevity Podcast. Welcome to the Real Longevity family and get ready to live a life you truly love.
Welcome to the Real Longevity Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and today we have a slightly different bonus episode for you today. I'd like to welcome first-time listeners. Thank you for joining me here, and I'm sure you're going to find today's episode inspiring, uplifting, and definitely informative. We're talking about the Core Build Accelerator System. This is a 6-week accelerator program, online coaching program built for men and women over the age of 45 who feel like their body has quietly stopped listening to them. The energy that they used to have has pretty much gone away. The strength that felt automatic has kind of dissipated away, and now it's something you pretty much have to think about. And that the sense that you're still you is kind of a little bit more challenging, a little bit harder to find on the mornings. The program is built around 4 pillars: clarity, optimize, rest recovery, and exercise efficiently. 4 things. That's what we're looking at doing, encouraging you to do, done properly, repeatable, not just for the 6-week duration of the program, not for a 12-week transformation, but for the rest of your life. But here's who it is not for. We need to make this clear. It's not for the person looking for a quick fix. So if that's you, this is definitely something not going to work for you. If you want to drop a stone in the next 10 days and never think about it again, I'm not really the coach that's going to help you to do that. This isn't a program for you. Core Build Accelerator System builds a foundation, not a crash. You'll feel results in weeks. That's something guaranteed, but these results are going to last a long time, last you your lifetime, and you're going to actually understand why they're happening. So it's not suited for someone just looking for a quick fix. It's not for the person who wants to be rescued either. I'm going to walk beside you every step of the way as your coach. I'll give you the clarity, the structure, and the accountability, but I can't do the reps for you. I don't want to, because it's for your benefit. This is for people who are ready to take responsibility, not because life's been fair to them, but because they've decided that they're worth the effort anyway. So it's not for the person who wants to be rescued. And it's not for the person who's given up on the idea that they can be different and they can change and they can upskill and upgrade. Because if you're part of the crowd that believes that nothing's going to change, this is just the way it is as you get older, this isn't for you. The tiredness, the stiffness, the fading vitality and energy, if you feel, well, this is just the way it is now at a certain age, then regardless, if you have that mentality, no program, as far as I'm aware, is going to help you or going to help change your mindset. You have to leave yourself the opportunity to believe that you can change. And that's something that I encourage all the people that I come into contact with, whether they work with me or not, have that belief that they can change, they can see an improvement, and they can upgrade and find freedom through fitness. So it's not for the person who's kind of given up. This program is not going to work for them. Now, who is this program for, and what is it going to change? Now, if I've not described you in those last 3 examples, and if you're still listening, and there's something in your chest that just went, that's me, but I'm not done yet. I want to see change. I want to see improvement. Then let me tell you what's actually going to change in the 6 weeks plus working with me. This is where you're going to feel 100 times better. I don't mean that as a slogan, and let me show you exactly what it really looks like in real world terms. You're going to get your mornings back, not motivation or me saying, chant these affirmations. You're going to get real steady energy that you're going to be able to utilize throughout your day. You're going to wake up in the morning feeling energized. You're going to be able to walk up the stairs without thinking about it, thinking, can I actually do this, or holding onto the banister. It's the kind of changes that most people want to see who haven't enjoyed getting up in the morning. They feel that it takes them another hour or so, even after they've actually got up, they need to energize slowly. This is what's actually going to change for you. You're going to get your mornings back. You're going to stop guessing. Most people I come into contact with or I speak to over the age of 45, they're not lazy, they're just lost. They're kind of buried in all this conflicting and contradictory advice and information, doing more and doing less, or going left or going right. And it just drives them crazy. They haven't got that clarity. And that's where we start. Clarity is a first pillar for a reason. When you finally know exactly what's the right thing for you, not anyone else, for you, you can ignore all the information. You understand yourself better, all the anxiety around your health just dissolves away. You feel much more confident because you have that clarity. You're actually going to find that you can train and exercise less and get more, because this is where efficient exercise comes in. This is exactly what efficient exercise means. We stop the punishing, joint wrecking approach that made you dread exercise. You don't want to do it because you know it's quite intense and quite hard. But we're going to get you to work shorter, we're going to get you to work smarter, and you're going to build a body built to last. Built for a body that's over 45, and it's not pretending that it's 20 or 25 anymore. Efficient exercise. You're going to sleep and you're going to recover well. You're going to feel rested and you're going to feel recovered and re-energized. Rest and recovery isn't just a soft pillar, it's a multiplier. The exercise and the training, the diet and nutrition you do is all compounded, multiplied with the right rest. It's a difference between running yourself into the ground and building something that compounds over the next 25, 30, even 40 years. And that's where we're talking about that 100 times better. It's not just one big change, it's 4 small systems that stack one on top of the other. You're going to have a clearer mind, you're going to have a stronger body, you're going to feel deeply more rested, you're going to feel more confident and efficient in what you're doing in terms of exercise. Each one makes the next one works harder. That's not motivation, that's momentum, smart momentum. And momentum is one thing that has been missing for you, that consistency and doing the right exercise of the right period of time. So let me say the quiet part, a bit that I don't really talk about, but let me say this loudly and proudly. People who need this are often the ones who stop believing that they're allowed to change and they're allowed to want it. You spend decades looking after everyone else. Children, maybe elderly parents, grandchildren, friends, colleagues, everyone else you've put first, the business, the team. You've put everyone else in front of you. And then somewhere along your way, your health has become the thing that you get to do on another day. I'll start Monday or I'll do it later. Well, I'm here to remind you, later is here right now. And that's why I built the Core Build Accelerator System, because I watched too many good people accept that slow fade as they get older and thought they was a life sentence. That was it for them for the rest of their life. It isn't. Your body's far more willing to change than you've been told. You've just been given the wrong information. It's just waiting for someone to give you the right instructions, the right information, the right guidance, and for you to decide you're worth those changes. That decision is the whole thing. Everything else I can help with. You made that right decision, I promise you're going to see improvements. So if you want a magic pill, this isn't the program for you. And I respect you, to say so if that's not right for you. We're all entitled to make our own decisions according to where we are on life's journey. But if you are over 45 and you're tired of being tired, and there's still a spark in you that kind of refuses to die, and it wants to believe that this is not the end, your best years are in front of you, not behind you, then the Core Build Accelerator System, this view starts on the 2nd of September. You're keeping this first group small. I've made it deliberately accessible because I want you to prove to yourself what is actually possible. If that's you, you know where to find me. You can go to the link that I'm going to leave in the show notes, Thrive After 40 with Mike. Drop me an email. I'll leave my email, coachmike@mikehendricks.co.uk. Again, these will be all in the show notes. And I'll see you in there. Your best decade might still be ahead of you, so let's go build it. That's it for today. I trust you found it insightful, uplifting, and inspiring. Until next time, remember, be well, be wise, be cool, be calm, and keep it real. Blessings and chi. Peace.